Selamat datang lagi di Tales of Arise. Terakhir kita udah sampai di kota Nies. Ini
I think there's
kota
someone
baru
in trouble here.
Mahaksar. Daerah baru Mahaksar. Dan ternyata Mahaksar ini
Well,
udah
let's see what they have to
bebas.
say.
Udah bebas dari cengkraman si Lord Rena ini. Cuman ternyata si yang membebaskan ini tampaknya otoriter ya. Kelakuannya malah nggak bagus. Bahkan mirip-mirip kayak Lord yang sebelum-sebelumnya gitu. Nah, terus kita sekarang tujuannya adalah menemukan Lord yang sedang kabur. Jadi Lordnya belum meninggal, belum sempat dibunuh, tapi dia udah kabur.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Nah, kita mau ketemu dengan si Lord ini, entah siapa, dan Lord ini perempuan. Ya, gue di forest apa gitu. Maksudnya sejauh yang tempat yang belum kita buka itu adalah si ini nih, tempat yang belum pernah kita buka sama sekali, ke sebelah sana, sebelah kiri. Stelubah Forest. Ya gue udah
What's that
bebas.
big tower over there?
Ada tower gede. Wow. Gede. Wah. Bukan forest sih dia. Malah tower gede. Kalau misalkan dananya udah bebas dari cengkeramannya si Lord Rena itu, tapi kalau misalkan dikuasain sama orang ya otoriter juga, si dananya otoriter, sama aja gitu. Apa bedanya kalau misalkan dikuasain sama Rena? Nah, terusnya kota Sinies ini kayaknya kalau misalkan
What do
di
you say we check back in on the ranch?
cek range ya, kalau misalkan sama kayak di itu juga otoriter juga, biarpun sama Danan ya apa bedanya gitu kan. Oke, coba bentar. Harusnya kita kasih nilai COVID. Ya kita kasih pattern invade. Invade juga. Dah. Tower apa nih ya? Wih.
Not this way, I guess.
Nggak bisa lewat. Berarti tujuannya bukan ke sini. Forestnya di mana ya? Estelubah Forest. Di sini kah? Lewat situ ya? Itu ada yang belum kebuka di kiri bawah.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Bawah situ. Dan ada beberapa mission, nanti aja side missionnya. Ini aja deh. Penasaran nih. Penasaran ketemu sama si Lordnya itu, jangan-jangan Lordnya baik lagi. Jangan-jangan. Mahaksar, Valley of the Four Winds. Ini tempatnya elemen wind ya.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Poodle, don't get blown away, okay?
Kayak anginnya kenceng. Bahkan udah kenceng, berpasir lagi. SP-nya udah dipakai, udah cukup lah ya. Oke, kita lanjut deh. Ada apa nih? Terkapar, ada mission. Udahlah, yuk. Oh, Gordeno lagi.
Oh?
Oh, is that Foodie again?
Yes!
I remember you. You're that young woman who was always starving. I haven't seen you since we last met in Indonesia. You're the one who was always hungry. Anyway, I take it you found another recipe on your travels?
Very
I
nice.
most certainly did. I'm glad I can cut to the chase then.
Is that so?
John, who might this fellow be? This is Gordeno. He travels around Dahna in search of new recipes to
You
try.
don't say.
A fine quest to embark on, if I do say so myself. My name is Dohalim, kind sir. Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
How?
Wow, the Dohalim, Lord of Indonesia, is an honor, my lord. Your beef stew was absolutely exquisite.
I see.
You honor me, kind sir. However, how is it that you came by the palace top secret dish?
Hey,
Anyway, what is it you need from us this time? Exactly. Come on, spit it out. Shona nggak sabar banget ya, pengen makan resep baru. This time I'm looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Could I ask you bring those to me? Oke, kita punya semuanya. If that's all what you're looking for, you've got it right here.
Nice
In
work.
that case, I'll give you the recipe so you find people can cook it
Oh?
right away. Wow, this looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this. Oops, kepencet. Oke, masak. Ada resep baru.
Well,
Okay, it's all done.
Yes.
Oh, look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine now. To see how it tastes,
What?
this again. Ini reaksi yang dramatik. Absolutely exquisite. Exquisitely bad. That is, oh malah nggak enak.
what?
Really? I assure you that I followed the recipe for this so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste it for yourself and then tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. Alright, down the hatch it goes.
I don't
See
believe
what I mean?
this.
Makes you want to vomit, doesn't it?
All right.
Wait a second, I see a small warning affixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor.
No.
That means you did process only the lettuce? Even though I asked you to prepare apples and lemons as well.
Sure.
Oh, come on, who's going to notice a stupid warning label that tiny?
Really now?
Lesson learned, Sion. We'll just have to add fruit and attempt this once more. Ternyata cuma di jusnya yang di blender cuma lettuce doang, apple sama lemonnya kagak.
Yes.
Very well, let's take it from the top.
What?
Ya lagi ya, this is absolutely exquisite. Comparatively speaking, at least.
What?
You still don't sound all that enthused. Is this really the best recipe that Bahaksar has to offer? I believe so. When I first heard about this, it made me think of what I saw in Indonesia. The combination of fruits and vegetables, it reminded me of Dahna's and Ren's living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony.
Very nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you're sure to find out here. Indeed, I shall be sure to drink it so as to ensure that precious harmony lives on, even within the confines of my stomach. Well, that was satisfying enough for the time being. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. This time I live in search of even greater cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Actually, one more glass before I leave. Dapat vitamin smoothie recipe. Resep sehat untuk
Well,
diet.
that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Oke, skip baru, Valley of the Four Winds.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahagsar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Yap, tempat ini tempat angin, tapi ya ujung-ujungnya setiap Lord Renan itu akan mengalami hal yang sama, yaitu di kudeta. Yuk kita lihat lagi nih. Skip
What is
berikutnya.
that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dahna's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Dahnans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Ternyata ring yang murmur itu di atas itu ternyata dibawa sama Renan zaman dulu kala ya. Mungkin ada hubungannya untuk asal energi atau apapun, cuman masih belum ketahuan juga apa nih.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Dia belajar dari Miguel sama Legil. Ya serba bisa dia, tapi yang satu dia nggak bisa adalah make up. Alpha Withered Wolf. Kirin kalau kita pakai off limit 2, terus kita pakai freeze lancer, akan ada jurus baru nih. Tapi ngecas lama banget. Nah, shooting star. Nah, kena dong karena wolfnya keluar dari itunya, keluar dari jangkauan. Jeleknya damage-nya gede, tapi jeleknya lama.
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes. Exactly. Get toasty.
Bird strike!
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Pakai Dohalim lagi. Dohalim. Oke lah, gini aja dulu. Sip, lanjut. Archer Hawk juga.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
This one's mine.
You're mine! You're mine! Armor won't save you!
Dance in the radiant light. Feel mine. I'm not so good with airborne parts.
In an instant! Impact block! Can you take it? Flying freeze! What did they just sit still? Axia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said.
Take this!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Kondisi di luar malah lebih parah.
Discourteous, aren't you?
They got me flanked! Now or never. Blow them away! Got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Blow them away!
Yep, satu lagi.
Less talking, more doing.
Kondisi di luar, masih ada satu ketinggalan, ya elah. Ketinggalan dia, belum sempat dibunuh.
Astral energy, full throttle.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Letter
I'll hold on to
Saffron.
that.
Kondisi di luar ini demi apa? Cuman demi karena membebaskan Renan gitu, membebaskan dari kuasanya Renan, makanya sampai ada awal sampai kayak begini gitu loh. Serela itu kah? Nggak lebih bagus malah ya. Retro sunglasses. Kondisinya malah lebih
Maybe
bagus
something's going
gitu.
on in the forest.
Oh, wait, sebentar. Kesini ada apa ya? Coba deh. Oh, lake, Aden Lake. Lake di sini berarti kita bisa mancing dong. Ya,
I think Hoodle senses something.
ada ini lagi, ada. Oh, oke, ada lake. Luas juga. Luas juga.
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Without Wolf
I've
level
got a really
25.
bad feeling about this.
Ini ada yang kuning-kuning gini kayaknya lebih bahaya deh.
Skill reflexes will not serve you well here. Can't get out of this! Armor won't save you! Can you kill it? Hey! Blow them away!
Acceptable.
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy. That's what dictates the current positions of each realm's capital.
Plus, Renans are averse to using anything that belonged to the Dahnans.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
They got me flanked! I'll
Raise
face you!
that in your dreams!
Ignite!
Radiant, here!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Moving now! Parent malevolence! Freeze Lancer!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Apa elemen Earth dia lemah.
Toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on! Get all the love!
Hey, I'm here too, you know!
We're thinning them out.
Please? More like me!
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slight.
Take it!
Correction! Seal!
Do it! 10 left! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
Ada sesuatu di sini. Dia nih kenapa ada ruin-ruin gini ya? Kayak si Mahaksar ini cukup luas ya tepatnya. Oh, sebelah sana ada material, ada rock.
Never a dull moment on this journey.
Inhibitor kristal level 4. Ini ada kadal atau apa gitu ya. Iguana. Gede banget. Waduh. Kayaknya bos. Save dulu ah. Cuma satu orang doang, satu biji doang. Kritzilla.
Hi, Hoodle.
Mirip kayak yang itu, mirip kayak monsternya ya. Aduh, monster invisible yang menjaga itu si Kalsalik.
Carve through armor. No further.
Mirip.
Where are you going?
Begin. Ignite. Make it now. You're mine. Care.
There you go.
Begin.
Simple. Kemarin
Your name on
poison
it.
juga mirip ya. Juga banyak lagi.
More pleasant than usual.
Wait, when have you ever been pleasant?
Not since meeting you,
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon storm! Begin!
Poison.
Roll now! Eagle fly! I'll face you! I'll grind you with a smash you! Do it! The tempest is Can you take it? Does it hurt? You're mine!
Ouch.
benediction light.
Sleep now. If it's in the sky, it's mine. The waters
get out
of
of
creation
this.
magic annihilation. I never miss.
I'll face you! Far enough! Burn in hell!
I'll heal you all.
Okay! Oh, now you're talking! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! Glimmer
Kita lagi.
Confiscated.
Tempest! It's go time!
Lagi dia. Waduh.
Keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it!
Here's a
I'll
healing
leave it
art.
to you! Now you see what I can do!
Raging Head.
It's on!
Rage.
Prepare to be healed! Run well! Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Phew. Lumayan.
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely
Susah.
got a look at the thing.
Yuh. Recover sedikit aja 80 HP. Susah. Tapi ya. Ada lagi ternyata si bunglon. Seorang ngapain lo di sini sendirian? Thanks, I was so caught up fishing. I didn't realize I was about to turn into bait myself. Dapat sea bream, dapat 2 ikan. Ya. Oh, Sion, goddess of kindness. Oh, sik. Naik agaknya 1. Sip, ada jurus baru. Quest impact.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renan vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this? Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great! That's exactly what I wanted to hear!
Zoogles di area ini angin, banyak source lagi, banyak makanan dan lain sebagainya. Makanya di sini banyak Zoogles. Tapi karena udah nggak udah nggak dikuasain lagi, udah nggak ada yang lagi yang nempatin, makanya si Zooglesnya ini ya nempatin di sini deh, berkeliaran. Bizarre Mega Core udah 99, kita jual aja, kan maksimal cuma 99. Bisa dapat lagi. Kita jual. Coba kita lihat skit baru.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired? We finally made it.
Kan saat udah mulai bau karena itu bajunya Xion juga udah ada kotor. Terus bajunya si Rinwell sama Lo itu udah mulai kayak kusut berantakan, makanya disuruh untuk cuci atau enggak diperbaikin lah sama si Kisara, karena Kisara itu kebiasaannya selama waktu jadi guards weapon itu apa ya, rapi, bersih.
Begin! When did I get so popular?
Gitu kali juga ya, selalu teratur, selalu bersih, harus jaga kebersihan.
Can't get out of this! Can you take it? All finishes here and now! Prepare to be sealed, those fleets of soul. Actually,
This one's got your name on it!
ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Do it! Out of it! In an instant! Impact block!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Lightning condemns!
Does it hurt?
One's mine!
I'll grind you into dust!
Mega Ray!
Seismic rupture!
Do it!
Cepat sekali nih.
Blow them away! I'll face you! Swallow dare! I'll grind you into dust! The airborne scum!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one.
Begin! Already on it! Seismic rupture! Tear you apart!
Now!
Demons descend! Flashing bang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Udah kayak emak-emak ya. Setiap karakter ini udah punya masing-masing, karakternya masing-masing, sifatnya masing-masing. Jadi ada karakternya itu kayak inilah ya,
Let's see what you've got.
personal gitu loh.
Fire ahead! Burn in hell! I'll face you!
Flame of fury! It's a duel of the arts! Here's evil now!
Yep.
Astral energy!
Sip.
Say no more!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Does it hurt? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Alvan yang orangnya sebenarnya dia punya jiwa heroik, tapi dia masih kayak malu-malu Tapi dia sendiri kayaknya punya dia empatik yang tinggi gitu. Ya kayak hero kayak biasanya lah ya karakter hero. Si Sion yang dia jarang karena dia nggak pernah ketemu sama orang lain, makanya dia orang
You
yang
guys want to rest here?
itu gitu loh. Sosial ngomongnya nyablak. Si Rinwell dia orangnya nggak percayaan banget karena dia tinggalnya di Sistodia yang dimana dia itu memang terlatih untuk tidak percaya sama orang, bahkan sama Renan dia anti banget lah. Si Lo yang semangat udah kayak anak muda pada zaman pada masa puber gitulah ya. Si Kisara yang kayak emak-emak tapi dia juga jiwa sosialnya tinggi, dia juga suka memprotek orang. Terus juga si Dohalim ini dia kayak ya kayak anak kaya lah yang biasanya hidupnya udah enak gitu, apa aja udah disediain. Terus juga dia ternyata orang stick juga. Jadi setiap orang nih karakternya masing-masing ada keunikan masing-masing gitu ya, nggak yang karakternya cuman ya kalau karakter sampingan ya udah yang penting ada aja bisa berantem, tapi dia lebih ada personalnya, ada ininya lah ya, kita bisa tahu hidup mereka, karakter mereka.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dahna, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves no matter what.
Ini nih Mahaksar.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Berikutnya.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Mungkin karena dia ngebeliin ada artefak dan artefak dengan harga setengah dari tabungan yang dipunyain si party ini. Si kisarannya marah dan gak boleh lagi untuk ngebeli tanpa izin.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Dahnan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Dahnans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Dahnans and the deaths of Renans.
Dahnans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Core, Master Core kenapa nggak bisa dipakai sih Dohalim? Ya karena ya Master Core-nya itu beda. Terus si Dohalimnya itu juga sendiri Master Core itu dimasukin ke dalam Lord itu karena untuk ya, semacam dosa gitulah, dosa yang selalu dibawa oleh Lord. Itu hasil dari yang namanya apa ya? Hasil dari ya penjajahan ya, dan makanya Core Master itu ada kayak semacam beban gitu. Tapi anehnya si Shion itu bisa punya Master Core ya, agak tanda tanya juga ya.
That was nothing.
Shion punya Master Core tapi Balsef itu nggak pernah ada ngeluarin Master Core sama sekali waktu kita berantem. Mungkin ada misteri di balik ini semua. Kita ngobrol dulu sama si Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Kisara sama dua Halim belum pernah ngobrol.
Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
Tentang Miguel dalam segala hal yang dilakukan dan juga
Before
apa
we
yang dia
go, do you guys have everything?
karena si Miguel itu yang ngajarin dia segalanya. Si Miguel itu yang jadi contoh ya, jadi contoh sebagai seorang kakak. Dan si Miguel itu diam-diam latihan ketika si Kisaranya tidur, tapi Kisara tahu karena dia diam-diam tidur, dan dia juga ngasih dia intip kalau si Miguelnya itu dia latihan diam-diam di malam hari. Jadi si Miguel itu benar-benar jadi kayak figur kakak itulah, untuk benar-benar figur kakak yang luar biasa gitu untuk si Kisara. Bahkan juga si Miguel yang menyetujui kalau Kisara itu join masuk ke dalam di itunya tuh, masuk ke guard, jadi guard di Bodo Halim. Oh, dia bisa bikin rock wall, windswept main. Ini juga bisa. Oke, kita bikin lah. Ini juga sama Kisara bikin. Jadi tinggal ini, yang lainnya masih belum bisa karena masih belum ada equip, masih belum ada materialnya.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Ini Forest bukannya? Penasaran nih. Kayaknya bener. Yes, bener. Esteluva Forest. Penasaran nih, si Lordnya lari ke Esteluva. Apa sih ceritanya nih di balik ini? Dia kabur kenapa? Atau gimana nih?
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that Lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Tempat ini
I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
tempat ini katanya penuh dengan astral energy. Harus hati-hati. Bisa juga si Lord yang kabur ini udah tahu kedatangan kita. Harus hati-hati. tempatnya ada lift, tapi liftnya nggak berfungsi. Looks like this elevator is stuck. Tuh kan, stuck, nggak bisa berfungsi. Damn it, what the hell did the Renans do to it? We're not getting out of here unless we find a way to around it. Why don't we look around and see if there's anything useful? A wise idea. Perhaps we'll find another way down. That's alright with you, Sion? Sure. Yes. Klise. Pasti kalau ada elevator, ada lift atau semacamnya, terus pasti kita nggak akan bisa mengaktifkannya dulu nih. Oh, this gel. Coba mau artinya Rimwell ganti jadi si Kisar. Nih, potato, kentang. Oh, turun ke bawah. Wih, jauh banget. Turun lagi. Dan turun lagi. Oh, ada Zuko kayak landak. Astral ore. Waduh, landak kristal Madilo.
Dispose of the trash.
Begin! Far enough! In a bind? Here goes!
Ouch.
I shall ensure you survive this. If it cools up, time to get out of the way. There! Tiger! I can carve through armor! A charge like that could easily be fatal. Just to tell, I'm here to stay.
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Right, next one.
Look sharp! Can you take it? Already on it! Begin! I'll run you in the dust!
Kayak musuh di awal-awal di Saladria ada kan yang kayak gini kan Madilo. Tuh.
Behold, the Earth pulse. Tectonic fission.
Will this help?
Belum mati. Waduh.
Light burst forth.
Radiant citizen! Take it! On guard!
My reach is even lit. Begin. I'll grind you into dust.
Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Susah juga ya lawan musuhnya itu tadi si Armadillo itu.
Courteous, aren't you?
I'm surrounded. Prepare to be sealed. On guard.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Begin.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a
Oh, dude.
job for yours truly!
Medik ini bahaya.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. First strike. Now I'm in the
Leave the enemy's arms to me!
Medik.
right here.
Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer. Dragon Crown Blast. This one's mine. Eagle assault.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Wow, kata fork apa nih? A couch that looks completely out of place here. Was it for a lord? Wah. Collection of old experiment implements. Someone's been giving out mementos. Nih couchnya kayaknya terlalu aware ya. Apakah ini untuk lord? Tempatnya lord. A collection of literature pertaining to astral arts across multiple fields of research. Tempat persembunyiannya si lord ini kah? Lordnya si Nies. Ini kayak device sesuatu. The generator to an elevator. Oke, kita bisa naik turun. Can now stop on the surface as well as B3 and B4. kita bisa naik ke B3, B4 ke tempat lagi nih. Tadi kan kita langsung jatuh. B3 deh. Kita langsung jatuh ke bawah ya. Nah, kita bisa ke B3. Tengah. Skip baru nanti aja ya, lagi males. Oh, sebelah sini. Dulu kita lawan musuh dulu yang ada di sini. Biar naik level, biar dapat material buat nanti bisa forge.
Where are you going?
Got flyers.
I've got this. Let him mark me.
I can carve through all yours.
That's my cue. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Yap. Ada yang mau magic? Gak boleh.
Kizara, go for it.
Prepare to crumble. You were practically a blur. Together with your marksmanship, we make quite the team.
Wow, level 4 dua-duanya. Apa nih? 2200 gold. There are remnants of machinery with no clear purpose, long since inactive. Ini ada apa sih nih dengan tempat ini? Kayak banyak mesin-mesin, tempat eksperimen.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
In a bind? I'm on in hell.
Aduh, sama duonya nih.
Take cover when it curls up.
Take this. Fine. What if they just sit still? Split it open. Be my guest.
Aduh. Ay,
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done. Can you take it? I can carve charging us.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare demolisher!
Can you take it?
Leave the torch to me!
Outfit. In an instant. Impact block.
Here goes.
Sarah bisa bikin shootnya membesar seperti itu. Maaf ya.
I'll admit I'm in less talking, more doing. This one's got your name on it.
The heavens must be smiling.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
Ini apa sih tempatnya ini? Banyak mesin-mesin, eksperimen. Nanti sama si Lord ini.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Terusnya Earth. Nah, manfaatin jurusnya si Dokali. Teleport.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used even if the above ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Jauh. Ini tempatnya, kata Kisara, ini tempatnya kan jauh ke dalam bawah gitu ya. Jadi buat untuk ya menahan yang dari bisa nahan apa yang di atasnya juga gitu kan. Sukanya tuh kayak nahan gitu apa yang ada di dalamnya. Makanya yang dilakukan oleh si Lord yang di dalam itu tuh ya banyak tempatnya kan ya. Nahan tempat yang cocok gitu. Tempat yang cocok untuk melakukan eksperimentasi dan kawan-kawan. Ini device untuk elevatornya bisa naik ke lantai B2 nih kayaknya. Benar nggak ya? bisa B1, betul kan? Kita bisa naik ke B1. B1 ini kayak tempatnya si Lordnya itu tuh, Mahaksar. Ada batu di sini, kenapa sih ada batu? Nggak bisa kita lewatin atau kita lompatin aja gitu. Lompat, cuy. Bisa. Oke, kita nonton skip dulu deh sebelum ke B1.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
Kayak gitu ya, bisa muat beberapa orang. Cuman 300 tahun lalu mungkin ini ada castle di atasnya. Cuman ya karena paint, hanya tempatnya ini mungkin udah berubah, cuma tersisa di undergroundnya aja. Ini katanya, kata Rinwell ini dari buku ya, dia baca. Dan tempatnya ini nggak tahu nih underground itu apakah udah dibuat dari si lordnya itu, lordnya udah bikin atau apakah dari awal mula. Kita nggak tahu nih, kita cari tahu. Kita bisa turun ke bawah kah? Berarti kita harus turun ke bawah. Wah, ini deh, kita lawan musuh dulu nih. Susah.
Where are you going?
Ignite!
Here goes! Your hide as thick as armor! Here you are!
This one's mine! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Eagle Fly!
Take that! Armor won't save you!
Your helping me has become a pattern.
In a bind?
Is it now?
Do it!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Like moth to the flame.
Does it hurt?
Leave the
Do it! Elfin!
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Will this help?
This time! I'll
Oh.
crush you!
Casino
Lightning
Unlimited.
reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Oke, selesai.
I can feel my precision improving.
Ada apa nih? Lizard fin 2 biji. Oke. Sebelum si countnya selesai, setengah. Sip.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Tuh.
I'll end you! I'll face you! I'll tear you apart! Dance on the wind! Does it hurt? Take this! No armor can charge me!
Remind me to just as well, I'm here to stop.
Power surges through me!
This one's mine.
Oh,
Switch to offense.
I'll tear you apart! Does it hurt? Dance on the wind! Take this!
I'm gone.
Begin!
This one's mine.
What? Begin!
Do it! Shion! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Everyone hanging in there?
Kenapa si Kisara itu kalau kombonya berubah itu nggak ada itunya ya, kayak slow motion
I
itu
won't
kalau
forgive you!
So much for sitting this side out.
berat
Wouldn't be a concern.
Nope, that is silly. Now you see what I can do. This one's
itu salah pencet. Saya nggak bisa pakai itu.
Get toasty!
burn strike.
Right, next one!
Lanjut.
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
No complaints here.
Ya, pelan.
Begin.
Astral Art.
And just like that, I'm back here.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done. Law, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life. First strike. Prepare to be seized. Actually, perhaps ground.
Make it rain. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Kayak lo sama Kisara
Wanna
gitu
be the
loh.
one to block next time?
Huh? Not really my thing.
Magical tuning. Magical tuning. Berarti punya si ini Xion. Naiknya banyak gede defense-nya.
Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Komennya tinggal dikit lagi. Keburu nggak ya? Keburu nggak ya? Kayaknya nggak keburu deh ya. Habis ya. Ya habis deh.
It'll be
Dari
a
awal
long
lagi deh.
ride. Get in, get out. Dance on the wind.
Make it rain. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life. And done.
Let's keep up your pace.
I can carve through armor. Take this.
Mungkin Kisara.
Thanks, Kisara.
Make it rain. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Nothing gets by me.
Split it open.
Frozen.
Hammer.
Well sama Kisara tadi
I'm practically
ada slow
unstoppable.
motion ya. Si itu doang ya, Xion sama Kisara doang yang langsung jebret-jebret aja. Nah, apa nih? Orange gel. Apa nih? Some sheets built with complex diagrams and symbols related to astral arts are strewn about. Oke, simbol-simbol astral art. Terus lompat ke bawah nih. Lompat ke bawahnya. Lompat ke bawahnya ini sama atau akan ke lantai yang berbeda sama sih. Dulu deh. Tadi di sini ada rock. F. Ternyata kita nggak bisa langsung ya nanti jalan yang benar ya, nggak bisa balik dong. Ya udah deh, nggak mau. Ini oke. Bisa langsung lawan bos.
Let's see what you've got.
Wait,
No further.
keren aja tuh.
Can you take it?
I never miss.
Seismic rush.
Do it. Now it's with you.
Commander of Heavens.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Commander of Heavens.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Well, looky here.
Bisa di ada Horsemith di cage ini with 3 bener, buat elevatornya berarti kita nanti harus naik ke lantai 1 dulu terus lompat deh ke tempat bos yang tadi ya. Oke, kita bisa stop ke semua floor. Kita nggak bisa lewat situ lagi tuh karena nggak ada tangga atau nggak ada jalan untuk menuju ke sana. musuhnya. Ada 5 yang pakai magic. Tempestuous. Mas.
I'll smash you! Doesn't eat this!
Magic nggak boleh. Makanya gampang
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. We may get out of this alive after all.
We'll soon see about that.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Oh,
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
I never had a doubt.
begini. Berbeda.
I'll hold on to that.
Virusnya simple tapi keren. Obelisk Blade. Si Dohalimnya bikin shieldnya si Kisara itu salah sebelah sana. Shieldnya Kisara itu jadi ada obelisk kayak apa tadi ya?
What's with
Kayak
that shining
rock
foe over there?
yang kuat.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Kuat. Lah.
Denied!
Can you take it? I'll bash in there to smash it!
Ya. Aduh. Nah,
Where are you going?
kuning ini kuat lebih kuat daripada yang biasanya.
You're mine! Easy down on me! Yeah! And no today! Look sharp! Does it hurt? What's this? Do it! I'll thank you! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Can you take it? Prepare to drop you!
Make it rain!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot!
I'll heal you
Can you
all.
take it? Take shield!
This one's got your name on it.
Ask to ask.
Here, let me help.
I'll thank you!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malicia!
Aku mati.
Make it rain!
Take this! Step back! This one's all law!
Wow, maksimal. Tapi nggak ada musuh. Oh, Arch Medical Shell 2. Record of an experiment that used Google something about it. Banyak tempat tidur, ada tempat eksperimen. Sebenarnya apa sih nih tempat ini? Mas, it looks as though it was abandoned in a panic. Udah selesai, kita udah selesai explore. Jadi kita naik ke B1. Kita lompat ke sebelah sana.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Ada musuh di sana. Udah lawan belum? Udah ke sana belum sih kita? Oh, udah, adalah. Lanjut aja deh ke bawah. Lompat. Wing. Almeidrea's hideout. Susah amat sih.
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahna ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already! This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You've suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Kan eksperimennya si Rena kesel gitu loh, karena si Dohali bilang tempatnya Denan Ruins itu sebenarnya banyak ini banyak masalah energi di situ, makanya orang-orang si Rena itu aktif nih, bah dekat. Kita akan lawan bos lagi. Kita akan lawan si Lord entah siapa. Yuk, langsung lihat aja nih. Oh, ada rock. Halo. Pengen tahu nih.
There's nobody here.
Eksperimen
It's
apa
been
dia?
nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
Wow.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
Malah tema harus.
I don't understand. Did they fall live?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing.
I'm not done.
Nggak ketemu si itu, nggak ketemu sama sekali.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Ketemu Lord tapi sekali nggak ketemu si ini. Waduh. Tuh. Ow, or break.
Won't escape me.
Burn in hell. Flaming thrust. Soaring light spear. It's too fast.
Stand back. I'll trim it up.
Sword Rain Alpha. Look shot. No escape.
Ouch. Aduh, pusing. Bisa gerak.
Megasonic thrust. You're finished.
In a vine.
Look shot. Here I come. Wind. Soaring light spear.
Some punishment.
Stay away from my friend.
Ya. Oh, kayaknya udah mau di-resurrect sama si Sion.
It's over. Now you see what I can do.
This isn't looking good.
Dituju.
Okay, here I go.
Heal, udah di heal sama ada lagi. Au.
In an instant. Impact clock. Here I come.
I'm in your deck, Dohali.
Then tonight's meal's on you. Keep going.
Now what to make?
It looks like you made a mess.
Uh-oh. Limit. Aduh. Wow. Dua. Apa dia ngeluarin apa deh?
I owe you one.
Heal.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Aduh, muncul yang 3 lagi. 2 lagi.
Bit off more than I could chew.
Kecil dulu deh, bunuh.
You picked the wrong fight.
I'll smash you.
Here I come. Can you take it? Severing one. Here I come. Soaring light spear. You're on. It's over.
Tuh, bahaya juga nih.
In a vine.
Take this. I'm not done. You're finished.
I'm gone. Elusive beam.
Take this.
Aduh.
Where are you going?
Oke, brutal.
Any more of them will burn out.
It looks like we made a mess. Forgive me.
Burn in hell.
Tinggal 26. Dan mati. Aduh, duh, 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 duh. Halim juga meninggal. Apa dulu? Oh, buru. Ini orange gel. Tuh. Sarah. Aduh, masih belum bisa pakai item. Ya, kecil ini nih, jebakan.
Take it down.
I can carve through one.
Not in your dreams. Tiger blade. Back into the
Jadi kecil-kecil ini biarpun nggak terlalu ini lumayan kalau kena damage-nya.
Sometimes I believe you're stronger. You're not finished quite yet.
You're right. We can still turn this around.
Shiona ternyata tewas. Shion.
Ready to go.
Can't get out of this.
Nothing gets by me.
Here's a healing.
Eat dirt.
This is mine. The enemy's reeling.
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp.
Wow, konekit lagi.
Anything is now you're getting serious.
Apaan?
Watch out. Feel.
Full api. Ada satu lagi dia. Kita. Oh, dia masih hard cakar.
Negative gate. Armor won't save you. Resonate with the earth.
Sejam dulu.
You pay for that. Prepare to be sealed.
This one's mine.
Mano. Lah, pakai barangnya banyak banget.
Can't get out of this.
Nih bos.
This one's mine.
Ignite.
Sedikit lagi. 3.500.
It's weakened.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Susah bosnya. Gila. Berapa kali tadi udah mati ya pakai matanya.
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Nia's.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahna liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nias.
Flip IB Master. Di akhir 1 akhirnya gak cuma 4 doang, sekarang jadi ada 5. Solitary Captivity, serangan untuk yang elemen Earth. Oke, nanti dulu deh.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking, I'm joking. Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alvin.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
To some machine, looks like someone already removed the most vital components. Shion akhirnya membuka diri. Itu bertujuan untuk ngalahin semua 5 lordnya itu karena dia butuh Master Core. Jadi Master Core itu kalau dikumpulin akan jadi Renis Alma, Master Core dari Master Core. Yang sebenarnya tujuan si Shion itu adalah pengen menghilangkan Thorn-nya dia ini nih, kutukannya dia. Makanya dia buru-buru, seolah-olah ya bukan semua tuh Alpha dan kawan-kawan itu bukan teman atau bukan cooperate lah. Nah, akhirnya si Shion udah membuka diri dan kita udah tahu nih tujuan dari si Shion ini udah benar buru-buru. Karena dia berpikir kalau dia punya Thorn, dia punya kutukan ini tuh seumur hidup dia akan sendirian terus dan dia udah siap. Cuman akhirnya dia kayaknya udah capek ya dengan Thorn-nya dia, makanya dia pengen ngilangin dengan Renis Alma ini nih. Menaklukkan semua Lord, 5 Lord. Dan si Lordnya si ini udah ketemu si Nias di sini besar. Masih baik lagi deh ke Nias. Sebelum balik kita akan lihat dulu nih.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dahna. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Dahnans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Dahnans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
castle ini tuh sebenarnya udah dibangun dari sejak zamanan Dahna. Dahnanya itu belum dikuasai atau di-attack, diinfiltrasi oleh Rena. Dan castle ini tuh bukan cuma buat melindungi diri, tapi juga untuk status kekuatan dari penguasanya. Dan sepertinya sih Dahna sebelum dikuasai oleh Rena itu mereka udah perang dengan antar masing-masing Dahna juga. Dan poinnya itu sebenarnya udah masuk akal juga ya. Jadi ada perebutan kekuasaan lah, ada perang lah dengan sesama Dahna. Hanya di sini banyak castle.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that...
Right. I can't wait.
Apa nih?
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her master core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this.
Janggal di sini nih. Kita dikasih intel yang misleading.
I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Kita dikasih batch intel, jadi kita salah karena si Bavian itu nggak dipercaya juga sama si Deadeye. Makanya Alvan itu dikasih intel yang salah. Dan udah ditangkap nih si Lordnya ini, Almadria namanya kah? Si Almadria ini udah ditangkap dan namanya sih dia ditangkapnya tanpa
Let's see
perlawanan.
what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Everybody's so
Sama
excited.
sekali.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said,
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
Tangkap tanpa perlawanan, tapi juga masih belum tahu nih kabar dari Master Core. Dan udah ditangkap dan si Deadeye akan ngasih speech di plaza. Kita tunggu dulu di tempat tidur di inn. If you don't have anything to do until the victory speech, you should wait here. I'll give you a room to use it in the meantime. Once it's time for the big event, I'll come get you all. Nanti deh. Just come talk to me if you need anything. Nanti dulu deh. Nanti siapa tahu kita kalau misalkan udah ngambil itu kita nggak bisa mission lagi, atau misalkan kita nggak bisa lagi beli atau harus langsung ngerjain atau ngapain lah ya gitu. Oke, tujuan kita nungguin dan mungkin kita harus cari tahu nih apa yang terjadi di sini. Sampai di sini kita lanjut di part berikutnya.